Yesterday, I released my interview with Drew Rose, the lead singer of the band Wildside. We talked for 2 hours about his career in and out of Wildside, the criminally underrated album, Under the Influence, and everything else you could think about. And then today, in the mail, I think I got the Under the Influence vinyl reissue that Real Gone Music put out. I ordered it off Amazon. Just showed up in the mail, so we're gonna unbox that bitch. Let's get into it.
The hair metal guru, from Warren to Crew. The hair metal guru, never forget Charlie too.
Welcome to the Hair Metal Guru. My name is Anthony. They call me the Guru, and yes, I think this should be the Wildside Under the Influence vinyl reissue, and I am super pumped. I'm sure I have a couple copies of it on CD. Anytime it gets reissued by another company, I always buy it. So all my CDs are downstairs, and so I need to do a video on that sometime. But with the interview that I did from Drew Rose being online, and a lot of people, well, at least people that watch this channel anyway, talking about Wildside, and getting this in the mail, we're gonna unbox this thing and do a little talking about the album. So let's get rolling. Super excited because I've been anything I can get related to Wildside or the Under the Influence album, I get. And I'll be honest, I strategically wore my tough What Comes Around Goes Around shirt because Stevie Rochelle and I are friends on Facebook. We've chatted from time to time about things. He's commented on some of my videos and shared some of my stuff. He follows me on X, at Hair Metal Guru, by the way. But I have asked him about doing an interview, and I would love to do what I did with Drew and sit down for an hour and a half or 2 hours and get the whole story. And so he's said that he would be up for it, but you know, it's all about scheduling, and so I'm hoping that will happen in the near future because I think that is a great story. And Tough and Wildside are friends. They've played many shows together. Drew talked about him in the interview. So, hey Stevie, if you check this out, let's get together, man, because that would be a great story. And I know he tells a lot of that shit. I mean, go to metalsludge.com. I mean, the guy has told his story, but I would like to get in as deep as he would let me. So, I know we're not talking about Tough. We're talking about Wildside. Here's some paper. Ooh. There it is. The Holy Grail. Fucking Under the Influence from 1992. Released on Capitol Records. So criminally underrated. Jeez. I've been listening to this thing, getting ready for the interview with Drew, and then after the interview, I just was on such a Wildside kick. This album has aged phenomenally well. Okay, you know, like there's albums that you loved back in the day, and now you're like, you know, I still like it. Obviously, it was important to me. I can put this thing on right now and listen to it from front to back, and it hasn't aged. It is perfect. So I shudder to think about taking the shrink wrap off of it, but I will because I care about you. And here's Charlie. Let's see what Charlie doing. Yeah, you got big boobies. You got 8 boobies. I only got 2 boobies. Where do you get so many boobies? Yeah, and they're big because you had babies this summer. Okay. All right. Fuck. Okay, let's open this bitch. Take off the shrink wrap. There is a little hype sticker. It says Wildside Under the Influence. Never before on vinyl in the US. Never before. I mean, I think there was some vinyl released in 1992. Maybe that was overseas. Rare glam metal greatness from 1992. I'm gonna fucking sneeze. Shit. Rare glam metal greatness from 1992, newly remastered for vinyl. Gatefold jacket, fire orange vinyl. There is the hype sticker. Okay, so I should probably just order another one so I can have one sealed. Let's get into Charlie. Let's get this thing open. Careful, careful. Ooh, there it is. Okay. All right, pulling off shrink wrap. And I mean, I suppose I could call this an unboxing, maybe a review, but we'll see. Okay, shrink wrap off. Now I've grown to love this cover. There was probably a time where I thought, what the fuck are you doing with that cover? But, you feel like that's kind of a play on Lucy from Hang On Lucy, the prostitute who for $25 will give you an enjoyable and pleasurable evening, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so now I got the album flat hanging right there, so I've grown to love it. There was a time where I thought, okay, here's the back, and I have a poster. Can I just pick up my tripod? And fuck it, I'll just pick up my tripod and show you this poster. Can you see it? It's probably got some glare on it. Son of a bitch. Why all the glare? Anyway, that's a Wildside poster. And that obviously didn't help us for shit. So maybe I'll delete that. Okay. Anyway, I do have a vintage 1992 Wildside poster. Probably ran me about $30 on eBay, but whatever. I quit drinking and I don't do drugs, and I haven't had a date in forever, so I gotta spend my money on something. So, okay. Gatefold, which is fucking epic. Right? And so I'm gonna let you see that. And what do we got? Well, I see this. I have this ad framed. There was a lot of this ad for Under the Influence in magazines back in the day. So, I don't think Capitol did a great job with the record, but you did see more promotion for this than you saw for like Lillian Axe albums, or for God's sake, the Electric Angels album. Somebody please release the Electric Angels album like this, and the Sleazebees, Screw Blue Tattooed, and McQueen Street. And I know I'm not talking about those bands, but seeing this just reminds me of the bands that I love that just got completely fucked by the record industry. It pisses me off. Okay, so the gatefold. What do we got here? Capitol, here's I don't know if this is real, but it says for immediate release, Capitol recording artist Young Guns, because they started off as Young Guns, changes their name to Wildside. Here's some of the old 8x10s. What am I doing? Should probably take the camera off and flip it around. Because sometimes I record these videos and I'm like, dude, you look like such a douchebag. So, anyway, we got all the lyrics. Got, Hang On Lucy, So Far Away, Heart and Soul, Kiss This Love Goodbye, What an Amazing Ballad, Monkey See, Monkey Do, Clock Strikes, Just Another Night, Looks Like Love, Lad and Sin, Drunken Man Blues, which there wasn't any lyrics, it was just a instrumental, How Many Lies, Hair of the Dog. And then you have produced by Andy Johns. Wildside is Drew Hanna, which is now Drew Rose, but his old YouTube page said Drew Rosenfeld. So I'm assuming Rosenfeld was his real name. Okay, and Rosenfeld doesn't probably sound very rock star-ish. So here's a theory I have, and I didn't mention this in the interview. I almost did. That he didn't want to be Drew Rose back then, because then it sounds like you're trying to copy Axl Rose. So come up with a different last name than Rosenfeld, and it became Drew Hanna. So now he has apparently, and maybe I'm wrong, so shit, Drew, if you watch this, sorry if I fucked that up. But now now it's Drew Rose. I'm assuming it was Drew Rosenfeld. Everybody in fucking music changes their name. That's why they call me the guru, okay? I'm not going to tell you my real, even though you know I'm Anthony, but whatever. Okay. What else do we got? I don't know. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Here's the thank yous. Looks like a fucking idiot. But the songs. Hang On Lucy is Wildside's Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, it is a perfect, raging, sleazy, prostitute-filled, $25 a fuck tonight, rock shit. It's amazing. I love that song. And I actually did a recent video, so now I feel like I'm saturating the market with Wildside because I did do a Skid Row versus Wildside debut battle, which I said, no offense, that Wildside Under the Influence, I think is much better than the Skid Row album. I love the Skid Row album, but this thing has aged phenomenally well. And Skid Row, while it's still great, I kind of skipped some songs. So Far Away, great mid-tempo rock song. Heart and Soul, great song. Kiss This Love Goodbye should have been a huge fucking ballad. Huge fucking ballad. Monkey See, Monkey Do, amazing. Clock Strikes is one of the best rock songs on the album. Just Another Night, Drew said that was the song that he thought got them signed. That was the song that when he wrote it, he was like, this is the one. This is the thing that will break the band. It should have. There is a video on YouTube that I think Drew made years later, but it should have been released as a single and video. What an amazing ballad. Looks Like Love is I don't know if it's mid-tempo, but crazy, catchy guitar riff. Brent Woods on this thing is some of the best guitars ever. And I think the draw on this album, no offense to the bass player and the drums, because those are great, but Drew Hanna's voice, Drew Rose, his voice, his ability to go from a screeching growl to just a high-pitched scream works for rock, works for ballads. Charlie's very attention needing. Looks Like Love is unbelievably catchy. Lad in Sin kind of starts off slow and moody. Great rock song. Drunken Man's Blues is just an acoustic Brent Woods thing. How Many Lies was the second single. They did make a video for it. I don't think it got any airplay. Phenomenal song. Hair of the Dog, not a Nazareth cover. Amazing rock song. There's not one song on this album that I think, I skip it now. There's no skips. If I do an episode on perfect, all killer, no filler albums, Wildside's Under the Influence will definitely be on that thing. So I'm going to pull out Charlie, it's okay. It's okay. You're so naughty. Why do you get so naughty? Someone had a theory that Charlie gets all, she constantly wants me to pet her and stuff during the videos. And this is probably right because he was talking about the video I did where I did a reaction to Ultimate Classic Rock's top 15 hair metal singers. And he goes, dude, she probably is a little concerned because you sound pretty angry at times and you get pretty intense. And so I think that's it. Because when we're just sitting on the couch, she's not all needy and needing me. But as soon as I get on camera, and maybe she hears me talking and thinks, well, obviously she wants to be famous on YouTube, which she is becoming. Yeah, you're very famous on YouTube because of your boobies. You're going to get an OnlyFans channel. Yeah, we're going to make a lot of money because people are going to see you on OnlyFans. And they're going to look at your boobies. It's probably really inappropriate to say, but I'm just kidding. Okay. So, talked about the songs. We'll pull out the orange. fire whatever vinyl. And I'm probably not going to pull it out of the shrink wrap. I don't think. Well, let's see. Okay, I'll pull it out of the shrink wrap. Or the whatever. One side and the other side. Fire orange vinyl. So, I think I got this for $34.99 on Amazon, and shit, I ordered another one from, what was it? There was another company that is apparently so, or maybe they just licensed it from Real Gone. I think it was Experience or some other. So I have another one coming. I completely forgot about that. I ordered that shit a month or two ago, and it probably should be coming. So, anyway, for $34.99, I would have spent more. Okay, obviously I'm a huge fucking fan. So if it would have been $50, I probably would have spent $50. You know, if you're new to the album, you know, go give it. It's on streaming. It's on YouTube. So give it a shot. And it's disappointing because Drew, hold on. Because Drew said that they have nothing to do with this. You know, they're not going to get any money from it. And that's the case with most, you know, most of these bands, you know, they get dropped from the record label. They have no ownership. You know, do they get any residuals? You know, Real Gone pays Capitol or whoever owns the rights to the record now, and, you know, pays them to license it and then puts it out. So does Capitol or whoever owns the rights to the album, when they get that money, do they give any to the band? I don't know. It depends on how their record contract was written. So Drew seemed to say that they will probably not see anything from this. But what I hope comes out of this, and what I hope comes out of the interview, and all of the stuff that I do on the channel to promote albums like this, and I know I'm pretty small, you know, 4,200 fucking amazing fans or subscribers. Thank you. But I hope that people spread the word about this, and spread the word about the band, and give them their due. Give them, you know, the attention and the credit they deserve for making one of the all-time fucking great albums ever. I mean, to me, you know, yes, obviously to hair metal, hard rock, heavy metal, I think this is one of the greatest albums ever. I have no problem saying that this might be in my top 5 albums of all time. Okay? And, you know, probably Warrant's Dog Eat Dog is right there. So it's one of my favorite albums of all time. Maybe top couple. So, you know, I want people to know about it. I want to give it attention. I want Drew and Brent Woods and Mark Simon and Benny Rindance and Jimmy D. I want people to be messaging them saying, hey, dude, I found out about your album and I listened to it and it's fucking great. And I've had people on the channel since I've started talking about it say, dude, you've turned me on to Wildside. Thank you. And I'm like, no, shit, thank you, because I want to spread that word, and that's half the reason I started the channel. So hopefully I talked about everything I need to talk about. Go pick this up. Support Drew's projects. Okay, he was doing the 80s metal recycle bin. Now it's going to be called Get on the Bus. Go subscribe to that. I know Jimmy D does stuff with that. I don't know what the other. I know Brent Woods is shit. He was just playing. He played a concert with John Waite, and he's played with Sebastian Bach for a bunch of years. So go support him, and if any of the other guys in Wildside want to sit down and tell your side of the story, I would love to. I would love to sit down and do a long form interview and hear your side of the Wildside story. So there you go. We unboxed Wildside, Under the Influence. Go pick it up. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, leave your comments. Tell me what you think about the album. Tell me what you think about the unboxing. And, you have the opportunity to become a member. And those guys are the people that make the guru go. They pay a little bit of money. They get early access to videos. I just released a video to members only that was about a fan of the channel. Sent me like 3 huge boxes of hair metal stuff. His name is James Long. That video will be out for 2 days to my members before it goes out to the regular public. So, hey, whether you do that or not, I just appreciate you being here. Okay, until the next video comes out, my name is Anthony. They call me the Guru. Take care of yourselves.